just that person that's going to hold people accountable and continue to push our team to be great every single day. And in summer workouts right now, and I think we've done a pretty good job of setting a standard that we need to meet every single day.
You think about the strength of the offense, but defensively, the Rattler Dark Cloud defense has been equally as solid. Javen, how are you ready to step in to an even greater role this year on the defensive end?
Well, I just want to try to do the same thing I've been doing, and that's just doing my 111, and that's what everybody else will try to do as well.
In terms of how you're looking to lock down things defensively, and especially in that secondary, how much more fear do you feel like that secondary unit is this year?
Oh yeah, we're real scared. We're gonna show y'all. Yes, man.
In terms of the mindset that both of you all had coming into this season, and understanding all eyes are on you to try to get to the SWAC championship game, kind of, you know, how have you prepared yourself mentally?
Start fast.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us on offense is just consistency. Like, we have to be able to make the plays that come to us. Coach is going to do a good job of scheming those plays up each game. So when the opportunities present themselves, we have to capitalize, because you're only going to get so many of those in a game.
And looking at the upcoming schedule, obviously you all start out and everyone is circling that Labor Day game down at the Orange Blossom Classic against Jackson State. That has been the game that has made the difference, especially for last year. For you all, what are you thinking going into that game, and how much are you getting up for September 3rd?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows that's the game that we have circled on our calendar. You know, it's going to be the first game, so it's going to bring a lot of excitement. It's going to be a great venue down in Miami. I know we're both excited to be able to have an opportunity to play in that game again. But we know what that game means. We know the magnitude that it holds. But ultimately, like, we can't put any added extra pressure just because of that. You know, it's at the end of the day, it's a football game. It's a divisional football game in the East, and we have to be able to win, like Coach Simmons says, to be able to control our own destiny in the end. We don't want to have to put it in anybody else's hands. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to show the country what kind of football we're going to play this year.
All right, I'm going to ask each of you, just give me one word that will help to get you to the SWAC championship, to then represent it, win that game, and represent in the Celebration Bowl. What's that one word that this team must have this year in order to make it to Atlanta?
Family.
Consistency.
Determination.
All right, consistency, determination. Did we say that?
And family.
And family as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Florida A&M Rattlers out of Tallahassee, led by head coach Willie Simmons.
On NFL Now, how has your path to the draft been going as you chase that dream?
It's been going well. So just every step of the way, just taking it day by day and enjoying the process, and also just talking to different teams and getting acquainted with different teams. It's all been good, and I'm enjoying the process.
I mean, Xavier, you were an HBCU All-American this year. You put up incredible numbers, more than 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns for the second time in your career at FAMU. But the HBCU Combine and your performance all week and in the Legacy Bowl game really seemed to elevate your status, especially with the scouts that we saw down there in New Orleans. What do you think that role played, your postseason bowl games and practices played, in where things are right now?
It played a major role, and I feel as though once I ran that 4.38 or sub 4.4, I feel as though they had no choice but to, try to come see and try to, be more acquainted and get more interested in me and what I do, and just showing the ability to run routes at a high level, create separation, and get open on a consistent basis. I feel as though that's what helped me, and I just thank the HBCU Legacy Bowl for giving me an opportunity to showcase what I could do on that stage.
And you took the opportunity, the offensive MVP of that game, which is showing the highlights there as well. But I want to go back to the 40, because earlier in the week, and Steve was down there, and we're doing NFL Now, and Steve and Sherry Burris and Bucky were going, hey, there's this guy who just ran this 40 that everyone's paying attention to. There were some that had you at like 4.38, 4.39. Right. That's the beauty of hey, we're going to pick the best stopwatch. Xavier, What's your best 40 time?
Oh,
My best 40 time was what they got, 4.38. That was my best 40 time, and I just wanted to get out there and show that I could do it again and again.
Well, Xavier, besides your production and that great 40 time, your story is amazing. I mean, out of high school, you went to work at an Amazon distribution plant down there outside of Lakeland, Florida, from where you are. And then here you are. I mean, you're just to this point alone, ending right now at an HBCU All-American seems like it's a fairy tale. How many more chapters do you want to add, though, to the story?
However many chapters God allows me to add on to this process. For me, I think it's just the beginning, and I feel as though it's a lot more to this story. It's a lot more to be written to this story. So, I just want to continue to add on and not really kind of focus on where I'm at now, but just continuing to look ahead.
So, Xavier, if you get drafted, you'd be the first FAMU guy drafted since 2013. It's been a decade. What would that mean to you?
It'll mean the most to me, not only for me, but for the entire program as well, because there's a rich history of guys who's came from FAMU, and just me being able to place my name in that space with those guys will mean the world to me. Just it's a legacy, man, and I just wanted to be a part of that legacy. So being drafted will mean the world to me.
Well, I mean, we know Ken Riley, Florida A&M standout, going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. I want to make a quick tweak to that, because you might be the second player from FAMU drafted, because your teammate Isaiah Land, coming off the edge, is also another player who could be drafted. What can you tell us about Isaiah, and then also the relationship you guys have, because we saw you at your pro day down there, and you two, the love you two have for one another is pretty strong.
Just watching him come in as a freshman from day one, it was his work ethic, the way he worked, the way he went about his business. He would always say, I'm going to the NFL, I'm going to the NFL. He had that demeanor, and now it's starting to show. Now it's starting to pay off to where, he's the top HBCU prospect, as well as winning the Buck Buchanan Award for top FCS Defensive Player of the Year. So, that he came in with that hunger, and now it's starting to show. So, when he first came, they had the big Zay, Lil Zay, and that just kind of shows the love and the brotherhood that we have for each other.
Well, he did great at the Senior Bowl. You did great at the HBCU Legacy Bowl. Both of those games here, a spotlight on NFL Network, and both of those games, hopefully after great careers there at FAMU, getting you drafted coming up next weekend in Kansas City. Xavier Smith, good luck to you, man. Can't wait to see where you go.
Good luck, Zay.
I feel like it was important for me to go to an HBCU. It brought me a lot of trials and tribulations and a lot of hurdles I had to get across.
It's going to be sacked. Isaiah Land, that's what I'm talking about.
We don't have a lot of stuff the big school guys got, and they always believed in me because they saw my work ethic and gave me room to grow.
Isaiah Land all over him and just going to get his second sack of the day.
Also, just like the culture in the HBCU, a lot of back. My style of play is fast.
Land coming through, putting great pressure on the quarterback.
I like to put pressure on the quarterback. If we got a scheme, I'm going to just do my best to just play my part. I'd rather see the team win than I win. I could take tough coaching. I'm going to always work hard, and I expect the best from myself. I was originally born in Buffalo, New York. My mom, she struggled. She's a big reason why I'm so determined in life. She worked night school and stuff like that, graduated college, and then when I was 6 or 7, as soon as she got enough money, she moved me and my brother Josh to Georgia. We landed in Lawrenceville, Georgia. In Lawrenceville, we had a lot better opportunities in Buffalo, so I grew up around a lot of athletes who motivated me and let me know that I could go be a professional athlete. Feel like it's really true until it happens. So once they really draft me, that's when I feel like all of this will really kick in. I really made it to the NFL. Draft night for me would be like a shock. It's big for my family. I got so many nieces and nephews, little cousins, stuff like that who want to play sports, and I just want to inspire them to be great.
The Sackmaster, Kamari Stevens.
I'm here with the Sackmaster,
Isaiah Land. And y'all know about him, NFL Combine. Don't act like you don't know.
Something you couldn't live without.
You on that edge. On that edge. Without you last season, I wouldn't have half the sense I had. That's not. Bro, we ain't going there.
Nah. Something I couldn't live without is football. Game of football. Sing your favorite song.
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And my heart can't take no more. I keep on running back to you.
Yeah, I got a good one for you. Sing a song right now. That's what they say. Sing a song. And I'll give you one. Alicia Keys.
This girl is on fire.
Fire, fire.
This girl is on fire.
She's staying on fire, fire, fire.
Sing a song.
It's amazing I'm in this place with you. I just can't crack code. One day you're screaming you love me, now the next day you're so cold. Okay then, you tell me.
You know it's TJ and Big Mike. We don't like these questions. We got one question for you. Who's gonna carry the boats?
Times get hard. Who you gonna call?
That's all we got.